Hello, YouTube, or good afternoon. That's kind of the saying I adopted. This is even more scuffed, I think, than the last angle I did. So, be prepared to face me like this for a while. So, I have a bit of confession to make. I, for one, didn't do one of these yesterday, which was a mistake. And two, I am so tired today for reasons I will explain. So there is no way this is going to be the hour-long special. But it is coming. So if I've let you down, just stay out for that. But yeah, this is going to be a low-energy little session here because I am absolutely wasted. But before I get on to why, I want to explain. Oh man, I was doing so well, especially in the last one, of talking, just generally thinking without having my breaks in between of the sentences. But this is definitely going back to basics here, which may be a good thing. You've got to kind of go and break things down to get back up again. Or not, this probably is just a thing. But still, I'm doing the video. But anyway, I was sidetracked from a sidetrack there. So, yeah, a kind of recap. I'm pretty sure this is close to the 7th one. So we've been doing this, we've restarted this for about a week now. And I'm thinking it's going pretty well. We've still got a bit of time to really fix up some cracks, of which there are a lot. So I'll work through that. But generally, really the thing is, the only difference I've done here is I've done them longer, because I used to do these 5 minutes long. I think switching to 50 minutes was a good call. And then another thing is that I've started watching the videos back, which I can definitely see how has improved. As I mentioned before, it actually means stuff gets into my head, and I'm actually more aware of how I appear on a camera, so then I can, not that this camera angle is really showing that skill, but I'd swear I am aware in my head of what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's the thing. Jesus Christ, it's very I can definitely feel how dead my brain is right now. But yeah, on to what I did. So in very few situations in my life, have I ever felt like this could be it. I could be dead within a minute. But 2 times it's happened in the past 2 days. So it's been a whole thing. The first one was your typical near-death experience. That was yesterday, where basically I just choked on water. But it was much worse choking than I'm used to. So yeah, it must have lasted 20-30 seconds, which isn't much, but it's long enough to consider, to actually see what's going on and then consider, oh, I could actually be dying right now, which is golly, it's bad. All my stuff is here. I'd hate to lose this planet. So that was pretty bad, but somehow I stopped choking. I don't really think I did anything to stop it. I kind of punched myself in the chest, and I don't think that really helped. And all I've got now is a very painful chest, which actually I can still feel pain here. So that's something. And then today I went on a run, which is not uncommon. I go on runs quite a few times a week. But the difference of this run was that, well, I suppose it's very hot. I mean, it's one of the hottest days of the UK ever. That's probably not true. One of the hottest days of the year. I'm going to have to check how it measures in terms of statistics, but it's pretty hot. Basically 30 degrees, I think, which my body is not used to. I can't handle 20 degrees, so I don't even know why I chose to go on a run. But also, what I usually do is there's a little lake near my house, and I usually do 10 laps around the lake, and after every lap I do a break and walk for about a minute, and then I go back to running. But to improve upon myself, I thought it'd be cool to try and do 10 laps without stopping. But obviously I'm not an idiot, so I'm working up to get to that point. And what I did today was doing 2 laps without stopping, and then stopping for a minute, and then 2 laps, and then so on till I get to 10. But spoiler, I only got to 6 laps round. Because I was so tired. And I suppose feeling like I was going to die. I'll admit, that's probably a bit of an exaggeration. But it was definitely like the most exhausted I've ever felt doing any sort of exercise. I think at least that's what it felt like. So yeah, that was definitely a lot. And again, yeah, I only made it to 6. So maybe the plan is, because again, it's going to be hopefully not hot like that ever again, this year at least. So next time I do it, I may do 8 laps and then 10 laps, breaking every 2, and then we can do it breaking every 3 and then breaking every 4 and whatever. You get it. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes, because I mean, one thing that scares me about doing this lap is that because I found it so difficult for me, I may have subconsciously told myself in my brain to hate running, and I might never end up wanting to do it again. And I kind of always get that feeling, but somehow, because I used to do back when I was 16 or whatever, when I used to do exercise, I used to be really bad at keeping up with that, and the main reason why was because it was just difficult, and I didn't feel like doing it. And this one is way more difficult, but for some reason I actually do keep up with it. That being said, I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I didn't do it yesterday. That's why probably a big reason why I pushed myself so much today, because it felt like I had disappointed myself, so I had to make up for it. And to be fair, I did do that. So yeah, that's kind of my situation, as narrated by someone whose brain only has two cells working. I don't know how many cells there are in a brain. I assume millions. I don't know. I don't know much about the brain. But yeah, hopefully next time I do this, again, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and this definitely hasn't killed me. So hopefully next time I do some of these, I should come back with a lot more oomph. But again, it kind of feels like I'm doing my outro here. And if you're wondering why, it's because I probably am, even though it's only at 10 minutes. Because, I mean, it's definitely not going to be 10 minutes after I edit it down. But it's close enough to 15 minutes, and I can feel my brain imploding on itself. So we'll definitely leave it there. If you had fun, that's great. If you didn't, don't tell me. You can't tell me. You're not allowed. Quite literally. So that's enough from me, and I'll see you at some point later. So goodbye.